Guys, RKO from the RKO Network, and today we are bringing you another Advanced Warfare tips and tricks. Now, today what I'm going to actually show you, as you can see I have my main classes stuff on, we're actually going to show you some hardpoint tips. Now, one thing that I've been asked is actually how to better the hardpoint skills. I'm here on retreat. This is just a map specific thing. And we're actually going to go through some of these hard points, help everyone figure out how to break some of these, how to play some of these, and I might go through some of the other competitive maps as well this week and show you guys how to do some of these hard points, as hard point is a major game type in the competitive scene. It's the very first map in the map rotation, and a win in hard point can really set your team up for a 3-0 or being 3-0'd, depending on how you play it and how you can move along with it. So I'm just gonna let some of these run out here as I talk to you guys. So the first thing about Hardpoint is Hardpoint can be a very fast-paced, a very chaotic game, and as you can see on a map like Retreat, where the map is a little bit bigger than, or a little bit smaller than usual, not bigger, you can actually find that there are certain places that you want to set up and certain places that you want to continue, and anchoring is a huge part of that. Many people don't realize that anchoring is an actual thing. In Advanced Warfare, they think that it's too hectic, everyone's just pushing through, but that's actually not the case. You can actually control where people spawn and where people are at very, very easily. You just have to remember how to do it, and remember that the map rotations and the spawns in this game are a little bit more specific than people give them credit for. So since this is about to restart, we're actually going to switch and start off with this map down here, or with this hard point down here. Now, a lot of people will come in and use these barricades right here as protection. They'll come in here and they'll use these as head glitches. You can use that as a head glitch. You can also use this on the same side and watch people funnel through that bottom area. You can kind of do the same thing on the outside. If you're not someone in it, you can use these as protection. Watch people coming from each side of the stairs, which is where people usually funnel through. Now, one thing about Hardpoint, as you hear me use the word funnel a lot, that's the one thing that you don't want to do in Hardpoint. And that is spawn up, and let's say we're on this bottom hill, people are spawning up, they're running through here, they're coming through here, and all 4 of your teammates come out here and try to kill people. 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work. Now, if you want to control spawns, you want people to spawn on the other side, you actually want to get people down in this area. You can watch it with a bow, or even an HBR sometimes, and sometimes an IM. They can just hold back the hard point as much as possible and get people to spawn over here. As well as on the other side, you can actually get people to spawn on the other side by having someone stand back in this other area. Now, when you come for the rotation to this next hill, there's a couple ways you can go, which brings me to point number 2. Without funneling, you actually want to pinch the hill. Now, what that means is, let's say you're coming up on this hill. We're going to bring up the mini-map. You see the hill. It's in the very bottom of the map, and you see where it's at. You don't want to have 4 people come from one side. What you want to do is you want to have everyone coordinate and attack. Now, what that means is you basically want to have everyone do everything at the same time. So usually you want to have someone come from that window, come from these back stairs, and you can have one person either come from this bottom area or that other side as well. And you can also have people come from that other side, which is why you can make it from other areas. You can push as a team, get everyone on the same page, come in, hop up, and then once one person, and you can have someone pre-fire as well. On a hill like this, you can have someone pre-fire like that, get everyone's attention, everyone turns, and then have everyone come from behind. And then, again, the main spots is having someone watch this side. You can head glitch this really easily, but this is one, because that middle one's scrap time, I'm really not going to worry about that until the end. But a way to beat this guy on the hill, I think I've maybe mentioned there's another one. Instead of just running up, you can actually pop up here and come from the side. And then you can also, of course, do the jump up thing. Now, the only thing about this hill that you want to worry about, that I've mentioned in my other videos for Retreat, is controlling this spa area. Towels, if you want to get more specific, is back in here. You can watch it and head glitch this. A lot of people do. But by sitting back here, you'll force people to spawn on the bottom and in the very back. And by doing that, you're going to force everyone to have to come wrap around, because the main places you're going to go to capture this is actually laying down behind these because it's good cover, and back in this corner where everyone usually sits. Other people can sometimes glitch this or lay down behind it, but being in here you can actually lay down and capture this from here as well. And the place to sneak cap is actually back behind here. But that's a way to get a little bit of scrap time. Now that we move forward, we're going to be going back to this last hill, which is the easiest to control. The main thing that you want to do for this hill is actually have someone posted up here, because what's going to happen is if you have someone posted up here, even if it's on the other side, if people aren't rotating and they're going to rotate through there, or they might long rotate back through there, come through there, the main thing that you want to do is you're going to force people to spawn down on the bottom, and you're going to force people to spawn all the way down that bottom right side where you see the capture on the right side of the map from there. Because what that's going to do is that's going to have people in the hill are going to have an easy time getting people, because they're going to come through mid, they're going to come through cut, and they're also going to come from the bottom, and that's just going to leave 3 more spots to watch. Now you have 3 more people on your team. You can have someone kind of watch in here as a second place, and what that's going to do is that's actually going to have people funnel through these back areas. Easy kills, easy points. Moving forward, we rotate to the lobby hill. Now, what the lobby hill you're going to want to do is grab spawn immediately, and this is what I'm talking about, anchoring. If you actually have someone back in this area, or you can have someone actually watch it back from cave, because you want this cave spawn. What cave spawn is going to do is it's going to force everyone spawning out mid and towards the bottom. Sometimes you'll even get down there in the bottom of there, and if you have someone with an AR back here, you can sit back here, pop off rounds, shoot over there, maybe have someone with an AR on the other side as well, and that's going to force people to spawn even farther back. And then you can hop in here and have someone watch either this side with an ASM1 or this side, and the same thing for this other side. You can have people watch basically 2 areas instead of 4, and you're going to get those spawns really, really quick and not have to worry about it. Now, if you don't get those cave spawns, what's going to happen is while you're finding this, everyone's going to funnel back through here, and you're going to see a bunch of pinches from the other team. So you really want that anchoring spot back there. Now, as we move back to this hill again, one thing that I didn't touch on is the other side. You can actually have someone hold back from here, as long as you're not pinching. Now, one thing that I love to do on this hardpoint itself is actually flank. Now, if you're spawning on this side and your team likes going to the other side, I love coming back through here, and usually I'll look here. If no one's pressuring and we have the hard point, I will wrap even farther back, shoot people off of these spawns, check back in here, shoot people off the stairs, and now you're on this side. Same thing for the other side. You can just hop up through here, and I always use this to walk on. You're getting a wider range and taking out people. And then the other thing that I'll do is I'll actually hop back in here if we have the hill, and pop, get better angles, and then hop back down underneath. Now, if I'm flanking and I'm not doing that, I will actually cut shorter and come down the stairs and do that as well. Now that we move back to the last hill, we touched on this pretty much and flanking and everything, so I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you guys for watching this. This has been I hope this has been a really helpful video for you guys. Touching base on Hardpoint. Of course, we're going to be doing more maps in Hardpoint, just to kind of touch more on it. If you'd like me to go over maybe a certain hill more in depth, or just base a whole video on another game type or another game mode, or both, please leave it in the comments below. Leave a like if you like this video, and I'm just going to capture this hard point real quick, and hope you guys enjoy. And if you did and you want to see more, please subscribe. And as always, I'm Master RKO from the RKO Network. I will see you guys next time. Adios.
Way to tear it up, Sentinel.